So I'm just gonna get straight to it. If you've been following along with my coffee shop, you know that I think it may or may not be haunted. And if you're a first timer, you should just go find the rest of my videos and see what I'm talking about when I say that. My barista has told me something that's changed my entire perspective about our coffee shop. And here we go. She came in, she opened the shop like normal, she started on her tasks, and like always, no matter who's in there, we're always hearing noises and creaks and bumps and things that just don't make sense. And we just embrace it. So nobody's really scared of anything. It's just what it is. This particular morning happens to be riddled with tons of footsteps. So she's hearing footsteps and just continuing to work like everybody else does. Something was a little bit different this morning and it just startled her. The footsteps this time actually approached her, but this time she looked and she saw something that nobody else has ever seen in this shop. When she looked, she said that she saw an apparition, and she described it as pant legs with a pair of boots. These boots were tattered and they came with like a metal cap on the toe. They were kind of to a rounded point. Some of y'all know about the boot print that we found that was halfway between the wall and the floor, and it was, you guessed it, a combat or a work style boot. The strange thing was that the entire upper body was like an ethereal blue and orange color. It was the outline of a man and it just kind of dissipated as she looked at it. And in true, I probably work inside of a haunted coffee shop fashion, she acknowledges it, stays put for a second and says, okay, well, I think that's cool, but I still got to go back to work. And then she just went back to work. She told me that she continued to hear the footsteps and she even heard the sound of the door opening and closing despite none of the doors doing that. Nobody, however, has ever seen anything like that. That was truly the first time. I even pulled the cameras, not because I didn't believe her, because I wanted to see how she reacted, and I could tell she absolutely saw something. It's wild. Well, that's the end of this story, but it's certainly not the last story I have to tell about this place. So all I can say is, if you want to hear more, make sure you follow along.